Good morning, everyone. This is Rhonda of Virtu Works For U.com, helping stay-at-home moms and entrepreneurs grow businesses online via attraction marketing and content marketing on a hectic schedule with ease. And today's topic is how to create branded content that wows your audience. And I am going to start off by defining branded content. And that is content that is produced by brands that builds brand awareness by content creation and marketing. Branded content also reflects the brand values and serves the needs of the brand's demographic. Okay, and serving needs as in solving problems. Okay, and you solve the problems by creating a product or service that solve those problems and create content talking about how that product or service solves your demographics problems. Okay, and so one thing I want to point out, when you create wow content with the wow factor, one thing you'll know if you creating content that wows your audience, and we've seen this in comment sections on blogs and on YouTube, where you have people in the comment section say, yes, she's speaking my language, she's speaking my story, so, and your content is awesome. So, that your content is bringing the wow factor when your members of your audience say that. And how do you create branded content that wows your audience? Okay, number one, branded content that's relevant, and it must be relevant to your industry. And you need to know what your audience wants to know and what they need to know about how your products and your services resolve a business or a personal issue. And how do you find out what your audience want to know and need to know? One way is to ask questions. And another way is that you hang out in groups. For example, groups, Facebook, because Facebook is like the only platform that has groups like that. You hang out in groups. And also blogs. You could frequent blogs that are relevant to your industry and see what people are talking about, what they're asking, and create content around those topics. So those are two ways: asking questions, asking your audience questions about what they want to know, what they need to know, by going in Facebook groups for one, and hanging around in the blogger sphere that are relevant to your industry, to see what people are talking about and asking about that relates to your industry. Okay. And number two is creating branded content that is attractive. Okay, so you have to make your content attractive. I mean, you can't just talk when you're using your voice in your content. You can't just be talking in a dull and monotonous tone, right? For example, when you create headlines, like, the headline can't be boring, like, okay, creating branded content. And I'm using my title as an example. I added how to create branded content. That will get more attention than just creating branded content that wows your audience. How to create branded content that wows your audience is better, because people are always looking for how to post or how-to videos. How-to posts and how-to videos are very made for very attractive content, and the headlines, that how-to is what attracts people to that type of content that begins with how to do this or that. Okay, so you have to make your headlines attractive, and I would be talking more about headlines in another video. And you have to let them know in those headlines that you are bringing value, that your content is going to be chock full of value with, talking about the problem, then talking about solutions to solve the problem. Okay. And in the introduction, you have to keep their attention. The headline initially draws their attention. Then you have to keep their attention throughout the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Now, in the introduction, people tell a story and ask a question relating to the topic they're talking about. That's how you keep their attention after they read the headline. They get attracted to the headlines. So you have to keep them attracted to your content in the introduction, then on into the body where you are talking about the problems and giving solutions. Then the conclusion, you wrap up. You summarize your key points, and then you give them a call to action. You have to give your audience a call to action, give them something to do afterwards. So that's how you make your content attractive in a nutshell. Okay, number 3, creates excitement and curiosity. And what you have to pique your audience interest. That they want to learn more, read more, discover more information that's not known, that's little known or not known at all. Like, for example, you can give some little known facts about your industry, or some amazing facts about your industry. So that'll like draw excitement, or we could say attract this excitement and curiosity that will wow your audience, because people love excitement, curiosity, and secrets and all that kind of stuff. So that gives the wow factor. Okay, number 4, solve a problem. So people are looking for solutions to their problems, and that's what makes your content have that wow factor. If you're giving them a solution to a problem that they have been unable to solve, or that is the wow factor. They be like, wow, I never thought of that. I've seen that before on the comment section, or thank you so much. This really is helpful. So you want your content to solve a problem, and the problem should be about what your audience is struggling with. Okay, that your particular audience is struggling with. Okay, so that concludes how to create branded content that wows your audience. So I want to leave with you a question. So are you creating wow content, branded content that wows your audience? And also, what are some other ways that you wow your audience with your branded content? Let me know that also. So are you creating branded content that wows your audience? And what are some other ways besides the ways that I named in here that you are creating that wow factor with your content to your audience? You're presenting your audience with wow factor, okay, with your branded content. Okay, so that is it. And answer those two questions. And I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.